Oh, this is the first time that I see options named preferences. That's interesting.
Preferences.
Yeah, like setting up your game, like preferences instead of options. Which is a unique way to name it, because I don't think I ever saw it, preferences. But okay, let's see what this one is about. My name is... Should I name myself in your character? Andrew? Should I put the Andrew name in this horror story? Nah, I'll just put normal. Enter. You live in the city of... Oh, fuck! Where do we wanna... Where do we live? What do we wanna put? Which city do we wanna use? No, I'll do something. Select pronouns. They, them, she, her, he, him. Okay. Select 2 traits. Traits unlock additional paths and dialogue options. Oh god. Well, we know that we're choosing talk to animals. That's it. That's just... You can talk to animals, animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. I don't care. That's what I'm doing. Talking to animals is definitely a go-to. Street smart. Good at lying and hard to lie to. Fast talker. You can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. Hot. Extremely good looking. A natural for it. People just like you probably because you're a good person. Book smart. Well read and rational. Possess a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it. A talented researcher. Observant with knack for picking up small details. Empathetic, keen eye. Mystical, strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways others can't. Powerful build. Tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness. An imposing presence that commands the room. A mean right hook. Okay, we got talk to animals and mystical then. That's what I'm gonna choose. 2 traits. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again. And still exhausted. The sound is too loud. Oh, and I can use the joystick here. Nice. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is. Confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, but as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. Why does this remind me of... Anyway, the funeral of Herline Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Mystical. Oh, that's because I chose mystical. That's why I get this. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. And now the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyways, I was saying, stranger. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking to you without a pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought He was just being friendly. But that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work for mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. You know, my buddies were doing the usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Wait, what? Dude, what's wrong with you? Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. Why are you talking to me? Remain silent. What do you think? Should I talk to this random stranger or should I just ask him what is wrong with him? So, silence? Or why are you talking to me? Remain silent. You do your best to keep your blank face, waking up and by extension accidentally giving this strange man permission to keep talking to you was a mistake. Silence was a mistake. So this girl comes up to us swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She accidentally hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she's really mad and not just playing. She kept flinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor on her own. We didn't even have to push her. Had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked and she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. Oh my god, okay, I cannot keep that accent. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever just get so mad you just wanna like kill somebody? Yeah, I can do threaten. I kind of feel like killing someone right now. I never felt that way, no. Oh yeah, all the time. What's wrong with you? Smile and pretend he didn't just say that. That's what you would do, right? You would smile and pretend he didn't say that. I would say I kind of feel like killing someone right now. I don't like horrible people waking me up to tell me about their horrible thoughts. What can I say? I'm an interesting guy. Anyways, you'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday, changes a person, makes them think they never thought they could. Honestly, could have killed that woman. Wow, he's Anyways, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on the bus to New York or something instead. I always wanted to go there. What the fuck is wrong with him? And there is a choice, smart move, get out while you still can. What's wrong with you? Remain silent. I'll just remain silent. You sit awash in horror, but doing your best to keep a natural face as this man admits he's thought about murdering the soon-to-be mother of his child, a child whose birth he is currently missing and considering ditching to go have fun in New York. Anyways, where do you say you're headed? Mystical, I'm going home. I didn't. Scarlet Hollow. Just a small town, you probably haven't heard of it. Don't answer. I'm coming home. My mother fled this place many years ago, but she's gone now, and I can feel it calling me back. Some things can only be put off for so long. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and partly laughs. Oh, so you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? The Holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around, so if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be heading up that way. Almost nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone on the bus by now. Though, usually. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler. You see, there's always a job listing or two on the boards around there. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on the Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die, and he's laughing. Looks back at this one or one's focused on something other than you. But this is me, it was lovely meeting you. I hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to you. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles his pack before presenting to you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they've dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking up a dialogue option establishes a new fact about who you are. Nice! I love boiled peanuts. No, take the peanuts. Would you take a boiled peanuts from the stranger?
No, I don't like peanut butter.
Take a peanut. No thanks. Screw you and your peanut. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Eat the peanut. What if I actually need peanuts for something in the later in the story that I can use them for? It's a horror story. Maybe I could use peanuts for something. That comes to my mind here. So I'm just gonna say take the peanuts. Okay. You take the peanuts. Thanks. You're welcome. And with that, I leave you safe travels, friend. Yeah.
When the game starts.
Well, we didn't get to them. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. That's where the game starts. What finally comes to a stop? It breaks. Okay, it's pausing in front of Scarlet Hollow station. The sign reads bus station, but... Okay. Sure, so bad bus station. Driver shuts door, eager to leave you in this place behind. Hey, Shomi. You instantly recognized... Why? I'm sorry, I thought this was a guy. The worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. And she looks annoyed to be here. Item. Offer her boiled peanuts! and the condolence! Well, her mom died. Your aunt. And you can give her a gift, like condolence. Looks like somebody needs a hug. Hey Tabitha, give her your condolences. Remain silent. Let's give her peanuts. Want some peanuts? Got them from the box. You... Oh my god, it's dripping. You can hear it. You hold out a dripping bag, offering it to your husband. What? Put this away. Why would they want your wet peanut? Hey, come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time here, more than I have to. Your cousin turns in motion to an old BMW. Parked near the color curve, climbing into your feet. Okay. The art style is interesting. I don't think that they're gonna color it. It's just gonna be like this. Doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha's mountains and icy silence as she focuses on the road. The dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationship and unlock additional story paths, so choose relationship. Okay. Explore. How are you holding up? Explore. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Wow, imagine saying that to your cousin. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now. So, the funeral... I can't believe we've never actually met before this. Remain silent. I'll just say I can't believe we never met. You have your mom to thank for that, or had, I guess. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about her, Lane and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. Mystical, you sound like her right now, my mother. She hated this side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. That was unnecessary. Is there a bad blood between us? I wish I'd known about you. Haha, yeah, Dead Man's Club. They keep pushing that Dead Man's Club thing. Let's go with Mystical. There are some things in life we get to choose. She's the one who left. I see. How are you holding up? Fine. You can talk to me, right? I lost my mom too, okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, alright? Phew, good to hear. You know you can talk to me. I'm good. Okay. So the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. Need any help planning? Have you worked out all the details yet? Need any help? It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Sure, I'm gonna say the club thing. Cousin Teresa says an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked the ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. It turns back to the road. Her expression is cold and unforgiving. Decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up in steep mountain road. Oh my god. You're joking, right? This is where they live. Okay. Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin as you stare at it perched on its crumbling cliffside. You can't help but feel it's something that should have been left to rot a long time ago. This place doesn't feel like people would be living here. You hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold onto the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges, and the aches of and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you waddle your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. You know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And the hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Lie. It's beautiful. Thought you were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this thumb? I'll just say, so you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? And just get the tour over with. Follow me. She actually lives here. She delicately steps over holes and tears in floors, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesday, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. Janie is cleaning only the kitchen. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixing for peanut butter and jelly. As Tabitha speaks, your eyes are drawn to the windows and the overgrown garden outside. Dread and anxiety grip your lungs, and you can almost feel the ground beneath you start to slip. This place is a step away from being swallowed up and vanishing forever. Yeah, literally. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. And you can also access the garden through here. It's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Explore mystical. This place isn't safe. I don't mean in the wrong sense of being perched. Something is wrong here. You can feel the weight of the world pulling down on this place. Someone cleans this place? Said someone actually cleans this place? This is nice. It's nice. A lie. It's perfect. Awesome. I love peanut butter and jelly. Okay. What if I want ice cream? Well, let's start with the first one. Okay, geez, I get it. You think it's messy. I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week, but you should know there's only so much anyone can do. With a country house this old, it's always gonna be a little grimy and worn. Unlike your sleek city apartments. If a little dirt bothers you, you're gonna have a rough time this week. Do you like peanut butter and jelly? Look, awesome.
Jelly.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I like peanut butter and banana.
Oh. Well, they always eat peanut butter and jelly.
Jelly.
Oh my god, that smile on her, that's... Okay. There's someone in this town. What if I want ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know and there will be consequences. But I'm your guest! Oh, that sounds like the luxury I cannot afford. Sweet, thanks, you know, so how very folksy. I am sent. You don't need me to buy you the ice cream, so I don't have to. Alright, what's next? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. Is it due if you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Actually, I just noticed the cat. Talk to animals, approach the cat. Don't try to pet Pro. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Neme per la paz. Pet her. Sorry, I don't speak French. Okay, but can I pet you? Whatever. But... Okay, but can I pet you? Oof. Another filthy American sticking their business where it doesn't belong. No, you may not pet me. I would sooner smear myself with savage than be touched by your filthy ape hands. Hey, kitty! Ooh, stop wasting my time. Let's finish the tour. I will pet that cat. Once again, follow Tabitha through the long dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these places, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show, it's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do you want? Do what you must if you must. What the fuck? It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Wait, are you sure this toilet works? This is the worst bathroom. What a nice bathroom. Never mind, I don't need to go. Lift toilet seat. Let's lift toilet seat. Yeah, let's do explore first. Why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine, don't be so dramatic. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. You can practically hear Tabitha roll her eyes at you from the other side of the bathroom wall. It'd be a lot nicer if Janie didn't have policy about the bathrooms. She cleans mine, but refuses to do more than that. So you can blame her for the state of the place. Can I use your bathroom instead? Maybe, you know, that would be nice. No. Now hurry up to do your business so we can move on with our lives. Lift toilet seat. Cramp bells, the jig is up. Bugs. Skitter from ball is lift. Oh. The toilet is the toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing. It is. I mean, you just take a piss. That's it. Rejoin cousin. Let's just return to the fire before climbing up the stairs and reaching the guest room. At least the room doesn't seem that bad. The room smells old, dust, mild of wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Okay, that's bad. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure half an hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. Unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died here. Okay. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. Should be empty. I sense a heavy spiritual fog hanging. People have died here, haven't they? Man, this house is almost 150 years old. Obviously people have died here. Who used to sleep here? Like I said, this house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Dusty. Well, sorry I'm not giving you the 5-star hotel treatment you so desperately seem to need. You can dust it yourself if you care so much. I guess I'll start to get settled. I'll take you back to the forest so you can collect your belongings. Okay. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away, and others down the line. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take a day off? Did I do something wrong? Why are you such a jerk for me? Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine, I just need to get back to work. Where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Can I come watch? No, the mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. Girl boss. Hashtag girl boss. Damn, I can't believe you're the only in your 20s and already running a mine. Talk about girl boss. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name. Okay? Any other inane questions before I leave? It's a very demanding job, and I should be getting back to right now. That doesn't include figuring out activities for you to occupy your time with. Why don't you, I don't know, go for a walk around town or something until you get tired? There's a historic building to look at. Sure, you have a great time. Sure you cannot take the day off? Some of us have responsibilities. If you think about it, isn't family greatest responsibility? Can't your job wait a little longer? Chill with your cousin, come on! Yes, of course, because neglecting my responsibilities to chill with my cousin would definitely make me less stressed. It's just down the hill, you can walk there yourself. Okay, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you're back. We'll see, there's a lot that needs to be done this week. Just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Settle in your room, go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. Go straight to the forbidden wings. That's what we're doing. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. God damn it. Okay, settle in your room. Let's do that first. Stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, okay? Take a nap. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Check the closet. Look out the window. Examine the painting. Okay, I'll put the clothes first. Oh, you drag your suitcase over and the dresser opens. What the hell? An opossum lurks. It's quiet, but angry. Afraid. I'm friend. No hurt. Oh, what's your name, little guy? What are you doing in my drawers? Can you move, please? I want to put my clothes in here. What's in the sealed off part of the estate? There's a door with a bunch of locks. Can you tell me more about item? Offer him boiled peanuts. Okay, first we explore. I friend, no hurt. Afraid. What's your name, little guy? Dustin. Dustin! What are you doing in my drawers? Warm, dark. What's in the forbidden wings? Dustin shivers. Bad place, not safe. Dustin, no visit. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? But Marlene died. Only one human lives here. Dustin, no good with names. 2 humans live here. Can you tell me about the humans who live here? Okay, Dustin... 1 human sad, 1 human scary. The sad human. Cries. Gives Dustin bad sleeps. Always watches. Eyes hateful. Dustin... Afraid. That comes for Dustin. What? What? He died from peanuts? I'm confused. What has happened? Oh my god. Check the closet. Of course there is a doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick up and examine it more closely. It reads, property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. This must be the older relative who I was judging by the dates of the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you should ask Tabitha about this. Maribella Scarlet. The next time you see her, that is, if she's actually in mood conversation. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in the heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and get some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. What do we have here? Dialogue history. Oh. Okay. Save and options. Oops! My remote control for the AC fell. You'd go out and pull weed, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you need to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have little goldfish in it, and drink a floor tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, definitely do that, just not right now. You immediately collapse onto bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cut a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. Dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places. You can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. Okay. Let's, you haven't had anything to eat all day. Let's do that. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach. Okay. To get started, you probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plate, and a knife. Talk to animals. Jesus, you might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. You talk to that disgusting little lad who lives in this house is none of your concern. Do you like living here? I despise small talk. Do you know what's in the sealed part of the house? Noisy, aren't you? But of course I'm not surprised. You seem to enjoy poking your head where it doesn't belong. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Ah! Kitty! Lunges at your hand and bites your hand. You back away. Okay, utensils, dishes. Sure. All I need now is an actual food. I was blown away at North Carolina. Okay. Survived Deb's 50s. Your aunt's name was Perline, so this wasn't from her 50. From a few stories you've heard from your aunt, Perline wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. But as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moths splashes onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowel is the note that reads, "Moth trap, do not touch." Whoops. Idiot. Unpleasantly, but you're allowed to change into something clean before you leave the house. Close the cabinet. There's the pantry. Ooh, mac and cheese. Can't say you've ever seen the brand. Okay. Empty the box and stuff it with a dead mouse on the shelf. Why would I put it back? Just... Take peanut butter. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. What the hell? Take bread. Moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step closer to a satisfying snack. I feel that this place is wrong in many ways. A note on the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, the words, "Okie dokie." Open the fridge, already feel deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Ice cream. Check mayonnaise. You know, probably shouldn't, but the part of you has to know how that old mayonnaise is. It expired 10 years ago. Sorry, mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Ah, goddamn. What the? Ah, what did you do that? What did you expect? In this takeout container is disgusting beyond words. It liquefied mess of woolly. You can't even tell what it used to be. It's a substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. For God's sake, but eat it! Put it back. Pushing it to the depths of the shells and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Take jelly. One of the unopened jars of jelly. Carefully checking the expiration date, you breath a sigh of relief and you realize it's recent. Either been purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things that this kitchen habitat actually uses. This is the last ingredient you need. Time to close fridge. Make. 3 ingredients to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can now feed yourself. Job well done. Check out the garden. The garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Explore. Wonder further, it's quiet out here. Okay, let's head to the town. You rinse yourself into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people in the current dead moths. Okay. Give me a moment. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seems to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between you two clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Continue down the path. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. Still has the feeling of ideally country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts boarded up, the windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Yeah, this place had better days. Doggo! Gretchen! Why, I do declare. Who is this stranger, and why does he smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that, Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc, explore too. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Shami. My, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. Not often I see a strange face up in Holler. Every now and then there is a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? No, none of your business. Remain. Yep. Well, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? Mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. Haven't seen her since Prime past. Or for a while before that, now that I think about it. Did you say Tabby? She's in conflict with herself. Whoever I meet today isn't the real Tabitha. I'll do the explore first. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. I hope you mean that metaphorically. To tell you the truth, she's always been a little rough around the edges, but most people don't really catch on that. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. I was probably closer than most people have gotten being to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. You might have expected she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. Then she graduated and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. But it's ups and man, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Rofro. How does that monster fare? I will pet her if it's the last thing I do. Are you messing with you? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Ah, yes, this is a joke. I cannot talk. Unless you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I didn't even realize that the dogs had that. I can talk to animals and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belly when she talks. Of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent awkward eye contact. Now next time you see that devil, please send my regards and do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. I was just on my way to the dinner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits, my treat. Follow her. Oh, there are actually people here. Kinda didn't expect that. Pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Oh. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everyone, I'm Shami. What are you looking at? Quietly slide into the nearest booth. Silently stare at the patrons. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers. And with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the time for a while. When they had them fixed up, they gracefully placed a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Oh shucks, thanks Avery. Here's some bacon for the little lady. Me? For me? Mitchell use the bacon digs and tip. You can hit Y or triangle button on your gamepad to hide text at any time. Oh, I can do that! So cute! Anything for you? Offer them boiled peanuts. Isn't bacon back for dogs? No thanks. I ate pretty recently. How much is the coffee? Order coffee, order a biscuit. You deny me my pleasures? What is and isn't good for a lady's health is none of your business. Gretchen is like one of those 110-year-old ladies who had a daily glass of wine her whole life. Why stop now? Maybe it's been a secret of her longevity. Anyways, don't worry, I always keep an eye on her diet. And we make sure to only give her the leaner cuts. I got to go in a sec. Want everything while I'm here? I have a biscuit place. I heard they were really good. Best in the country. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Okay. Okay, glad you took my advice with the biscuit, you won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? We've got a bit of time to slum around the time. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always a reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for the little kids, but they do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery is throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's a weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it's a special occasion. Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to the church around here, if I'm being honest. I get that, that's a shame. Hell yeah, religion sucks. A non-religious community in the ruler south? Got to be unusual, I know. Must seem like such heathens. There are plenty of God-fearing folks in the town. They just aren't biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him, and unfortunately you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day today, any idea how you want to kill the time for the rest of the week? No clue. Sure, I'll be able to. I'll probably do what I can to support Habitat through this. Kinda assume I'll be spending my time to aim to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. It is sweet of you, but you're right, that'll definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you ever thought about exploring local trails at all? I'm usually out there for a few nights a week for my job, so I'd be happy to show you around. There aren't ads coming for me? Gosh, if I'd have known what plate of a bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Oh, the doggo! Here's your biscuit. Ina said it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Thanks, it looks great. You didn't have to do that. Hope you enjoyed. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery won't emanate from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good divinity given buttery form. Take a bite, it melts in your mouth, as if nothing but the butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Really, it's perfect biscuit. I've had better. Whoa, this is the best biscuit I ever had. That's not saying much. I'm glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. The Histella mentions he's famous? I'm not famous. Look, if you're gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. I'm a YouTuber. Oh, that's rad. What kind of videos do you do? Oh, okay. That's that. Ooh, you and everyone else. She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, it's amazing. I think the best videos to start with would be the river one, not the lake one, but you know, the controversial one? Yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being the most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. Then I wound up catching this on camera. Bella pulls up her phone and shows the clip of something in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I'd seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even capybara, that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. Dog. It was a mountain lion. I could smell it stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was. And I'm the one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. Blackton with Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. It's a little chaotic. No way, it's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. Did a whole video on Appalachian mountain lion met and found Jack squat, and there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not found of water, and it's too short to be a mountain lion, no way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries are missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals pets. Kind of sewer gator type situation. Some exotic pet owners set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. Speaking of things to do, I was planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering maybe if you want to tag along? Wait, no spoilers. Oops, sorry. It's okay. We'll probably get back to it instead of standing around with friends. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Skunk Ape is hilarious. It's so docu-special on it one stinky Bigfoot. It should be a pretty fun video. It's hard to be serious when you're talking about something that's famous for smelling bad. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I'm doing the research for the last week's video, I came across a report from a lady from a town who claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug of war with her dog. As I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say, wanna tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against darkening sky, that sort of things? Against my better judgment, are you nuts? It's not like I have anything else. Absolutely. So I had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in the middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kaneka and Reese running around the woods, ripping over rocks, and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun and that's all that mattered to us. Well, that gets me thinking, I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together, though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come with his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Yeah. Are you sure, but if you change your mind, just going to ask if you want it. Let somebody... Screw. Hope you take it easy tonight and swing by sometimes this week and we can have more low-key hang. How's that? Okay. Something off about that boy, I never did like the smell of him. Okay, the doggo doesn't like it. Just you and me. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in the town are. I'm glad it's just the two of us. Just got here and I'm probably already overloading you a bit. Sorry about that. We should stop by his place sometimes this week though. I think you two would like each other. Can be a little rough around the edges, but in like a funny way. Let us come. Okay. You paused before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip, leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip, you didn't even spend any money. Leave a tip. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it. You think to yourself. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella. Okay, goodbye now. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. I still like the top left picture, top left part of the picture, that house being like that there, it's insane. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into dark forest in search of monsters. You feel more alive than you've been in years. Overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go in with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other and not dwell too much on this strange feeling. I love this brisk fall weather. Last summer was the hottest on record since the last year at least. I need a moment. Be right back. Okay, so you know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel chill in the air and see the leaves change. Like, normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry, that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun like skunk apes. Really? Are you really expecting to find anything? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids, like ghosts and whatnot? Does anything ever happen on these hikes? What's the weirdest thing you have seen out here? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer. I was stealing baby birds out of the nest. Wait, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. What? Deer? But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Titanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could probably barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Has anything ever bad happened on the hikes? There was that time back in the early high school when Reese fell off a cliff, but he was fine. We had some folks from the town. We rigged up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. All in all, not too bad. But I guess there was also the time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting a great footage what I thought was family of Wumpus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns that Wumpus cats are actually skunks, who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole, and instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she's not. As if I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind, that's what I did, and I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. There was a time I accidentally stumbled onto an old duke's property and nearly got myself head shot off, but that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely counted. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Are you sure it's safe? Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged for pretty adventurous. I really wouldn't worry about Duke though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well, and these trails are ways off from his farm. Duke is a sweetheart. You needn't concern. Okay, sure, if he's gonna just blow people's heads off, he's a sweetheart. I've been out at these trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easy. There's no point worrying whatever stuff may happen to us. Yeah. The only thing you can do is tell yourself this has happened, there's no going back to before this bad thing happened, and then you work on making things better. Well, fair enough. Yeah, for sure. I used to go for all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go to all sorts of old abandoned buildings hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity, but nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all said is done, it's just been a lot. I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. Werewolves, they kind of lump in with cryptids. Huh. Doesn't want to consider the possibility of demons existing. Aliens are definitely real and they have absolutely visited the Earth like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I'm just munching on my cherry here. Cherry pie. Oh wow. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Ooh, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creatures of darkness? Nah, girlie, just old you. What the hell are you looking for way out here? Okay. Sorry, I asked. Who's this you suckered into coming for you? Wait, I think you aren't. Is that? Welcome to the Holler. My condolences. I keep you in my prayers. Another opportunity for a salty introduction. Offer Duke! Quite frank. Duke, it's grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack, like the scent of old beer, but you're pretty sure that... What's it supposed to float peanuts from your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you. It would be appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? The muskie? See anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella. Put the damn camera down. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking, you know. I've learned from the best. Something's been getting at my chickens. I lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Wonder if a skunk ape has a taste for chicken. And see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. There ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me even if I tell you. You don't think I do actually. It says they're mountain lions. They're out there still. I don't care what your little investigation turned up, you haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. These son of a bitches are sneaky, of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens, it couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since 1990s, and even those were iffy. But true, there are mountain owls out here. Here I've seen they pee on all the best trees. Can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Apollyon cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments and people are posting on your video. Just for saying things with my own eyes, I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. I leave those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse in one of these woods at dawn. And if you don't want to face full of backshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of these woods tonight. There's something waiting for us deeper in the woods. I don't think this night ends well. Yeah, I know. I'm hunting it. What if it's not mountain lion though? What if... Once you get started again, if your daddy could hear you now, going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator, you want that to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know my boy Boo, and you're heading down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. Somebody here is going to die tonight. Wow. Now, what that's supposed to mean? Are you trying to threaten me? Signs point to yes. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. Knowing that we're gonna go back to the woods. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on. I know a pill that will get us around him. You aren't actually headed back to the town? Are you sure you don't want to, like, watch a movie instead? No way, not with the Duke and his shotgun waiting to blow us off. Silently follow. She said the same thing as she said before we saw him. But let's see. Mothman shirt. As the night follows, my new assistant, the mysterious Shami, and I found ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive, yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southern edges of the United States, including right in this very country. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, settlers. And keep digging gretches. Meantime, we get to take all this gorgeous scenery. That's true. The feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you, something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong in this woods still eludes you. There's something wrong here. Don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Think there's smelling skunk ape? No, something metaphorically oppressive and dark. I thought we might have stumbled across this trail. Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble, and I feel okay. What? What was that? Deer makes when they want to warn the rest of their herd about the big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. What the hell? Pain, rot, decay. A deer, let me at him. How dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella personal space. Let me at him. And then it's gone. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, you usually have to pick her up and hold her. She gets a bad habit of slipping her harness and she wants to go after something. You're too much. You're too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? When the deer was threatening us, there was something wrong with that deer. I think it was just sick. That thing on its face, I bet was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger, poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. Excuse you, though. After that outburst came over me, well, I suppose I can see the merit of your concern. I actually find her quite to be the opposite. Sure, She wants to chase the stuff, but I usually I'll let her when I'm not one of my cryptid hunts. So I can't hold that against her. Just happy she's still so feisty. Even at her age, pugs aren't exactly known for their good health. But here she is running around in the woods at 17. Oh wow. What was that? Okay. Apricot. You settle down to rest. Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Take the chill mix, extra M&Ms, snack bar, dried apricots, sesame sticks. No thanks, I'm not really hungry. Okay. Never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff and use dried cherries instead of raisins. Maybe it's a bit of controversial pick, but even as someone who's passionate about dried fruit, simply cannot abide raisins. Okay. Oh, that's cute. That's actually very cute. Wait. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be me. I'm in a dingy audio apartment, in a closet, in a house with 10 roommates. Jesus Christ. Doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. Apartment with a difficult roommate. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, okay. Oh, he was talking about the cat. That's why he said like peas makes puddles and stuff. I want... Okay. I build programmatic ads for a company nobody's ever. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. First year associate big. I'm a streamer, I'm a student, I'm a teacher. Services, I'd rather not stay. Fellow content creator. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot of common. What sort of streams do you do? Play video games, do art, teach people, play music, mostly talk to people. I wish I would mostly talk to people. That's, I guess, a goal. You play whatever and just talk. That's cool. I'll have to check in on your channel sometimes this week. If that happens, I really wouldn't trade it for anything else. Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad we'd keep it in the family. My great-grandfather built the house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live with your parents? Do you live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the hollow is small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. It's okay, you didn't know. When I'm done my morning, you don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. They were amazing, the nicest people you meet, and interesting too. The regional legend among hunters and trappers. Okay. Mom was a saint. Local vet. Interesting. How are you holding up? I am hanging in, basically. Stars, what was that? That sound wasn't meant for human ears. Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped into Scarlet Hollow. There is something bottom left. Jesus Christ. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check this out. I don't like that. Stay close, wouldn't want any. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Pain. It's all pain. Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the fuck? That was so creepy! I gotta play that back. Holy shit, I'm guessing it must have been 2-3 feet tall? Doesn't look hairy either. I think we can rule out skunk ape. Whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. I wasn't worried for the whole thing. Right, let's go. Let's just... We are already in it. Stella, my darling companion, are you alright? Stella, oof. You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing, it must have been one of Duke's. Don't go near that. That thing is diseased. I'm sorry this is turning out to be so grisly. I swear that it's not normal like this. We can go home after I film this if that's what you want. Yeah, this is unexpected, that's for sure. Let me just film this for a second, we can head back. Ahem, it seems we found one of Duke's chickens. Seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much could be done at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put on some massive content warnings for this. There's something out there all around us, I can smell it, there are so many of them. What didn't I tell you to? Bertie? Oh Bertie, what's wrong darling, good god? You see what they did to who? Now I'm pretty sure we can hear them. Dude, he cannot hear them? You must stay away from my Stella, you mongrels.
Get away from here. Leave and never return.
Leave and never there. You hear that sound? You hear sound of something peace-like.
This place is cursed.
Damn. Grab this flashlight and help me line up a good shot. Can feel that white hot rage from earlier start to wash back over me. I'm going after them. The creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, scratching violently strays against my harness.
Get out while you can. Leave this place.
Just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness, your eyes fixate on the dark line. Oh my god! I need to...
Get out while you can. Get away from here. Get away from here.
So creepy. God damn it.
Leave and never return. This place is cursed. This place is cursed.
You hear a body on the hit the ground and then quiet as the chaos fades and the sounds of nature creep back in. Woe is me, a postmodern Cassandra. What? What happened? Did I lose myself again? Apologize. I'll do better. Oh my god. We have to go to the police. I just forget. Can we just go home? Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella! Let's head back and call the police. My phone should get reception.
Leave and never return. This place is cursed. Get away. Get out while you can. Leave and never return.
Oh my god. Keep moving. You say nothing and continue forward. The grim determination. Jesus Christ. The whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like you've stopped following us. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. Okay. We are going to save the game here. And we are going to stop here for tonight. Up. So. That will be all for tonight. So good night, guys. And I'll be back tomorrow. With this, or with Vanishers, or Baldur's Gate. We'll see.